Hey everyone, in this video I'm gonna show you uh, how to do some basic business intelligence processes in Microsoft Excel. Well, first of all, let me remind you that you must activate uh, in options and complements, you must activate the Power BI tools that are available with the business Excel pack over here. Okay, well. Um, Well, first of all, I have my fully clean data set over here that I already cleaned in the Power Query window. So let's recap what I did in Power Query. Okay, well, first of all, I imported this data set. As you can see, it was kind of messy and unclean. And what I did was unpivoting all the columns with the exception of the first one. And then I follow pretty much the same process, but just unpivoting this column over here, adding these values. All right, and this was the result. Then I eliminate this column over here because it was unuseful. Then I changed the type of the data of each column over here. All right. I transform these numbers over here into dates, because Excel, you know that Excel sometimes turns the dates into numbers. Then I did an append operation, adding more data to these columns over here. All right. It was another CSV file that I imported and had the same columns that the first one. So it was just an append. All right. Then what I did here was adding a new calculated column over here, and I call it price per square meter, which is the result of the income divided by the square surface, and we obtain this over here. Then I change the type of data of that column over there. Then I round this column just to have 2 decimals over here. Then I remove this column, I rename it. Okay. And then I did a merge operation between this data set, which represents the transactions by itself of a real estate company. As you can see, here is the commercial agent, the type of the operation, if it was a rent or a sale operation, the type of the property, if it is a flat, a house, a small flat, the ID community, the province where the transaction took place, the square surface of the property, the income of that property. As you can see, if it is a rent, of course, the income is lower than if it is a sale. The number of visits that were necessary to to fulfill the rent or the sale operation, the quality of the property from A to D, which A represents the higher quality and D lower properties quality. And well, the calculated count that I mentioned before. So we did a merge operation over here. We did a merge operation between this table over here and this table over here. This table over here that I imported, it represents the customer data, the customer that rented or bought a property to our company. And it has some kind of data like the sex, the economic range, the age range, and a satisfaction survey about the service that we provided. So I merge these two tables over here, clicking by here. Well, and so I added this one here, and I did the merge operation through the ID, which is the same. So, well, I did that operation. I expand that table over here, and I keep it with the sex, economic range, age range, and the satisfaction survey. All right. Then I close and load, and this was the result that I showed you at the beginning. So, well, let's start with clicking on the Power Pivot window. And, well, first of all, let's go back to the Power Query, and let's create a new table called, let's copy the dates, and let's create a new all right. Okay, well, let's create a new table. Well, I think I can create it in the Power Pivot too. Let's click here to open the Power Pivot window. Basically, what I want to do is to create a date table, just for dates. Well, it seems that I cannot see the data over here.